Forged by battles, refined by fire, built for purpose. I am Alpha A BET-DAWID, and this is where pain becomes power. Welcome to the journey. There is a level of pain that changes you forever. Not the kind you recover from quickly. Not the kind you forget, but the kind that pushes you to your absolute limit. And the truth is, I reached that point. There were moments where I was tired of fighting, tired of hoping, tired of believing for something I couldn't yet see. Because let's be real, when you've been through enough, faith becomes heavy. Not because God isn't real, but because the weight of your reality feels stronger than your expectation. I had moments where I spoke to God, not politely, but honestly. God, how much more? How long will this continue? Why does it feel like I am still in this place? Because I wasn't just dealing with one problem. It was layers, financial pressure, emotional exhaustion, spiritual warfare, delays, closed doors, silence. And what made it harder was this. Even after becoming a believer, some things didn't get easier. In fact, some things got harder. And that's the part people don't always talk about. Because we expect transformation to remove struggle. But sometimes, transformation exposes it. And I reached a point where I realized something. I couldn't rely on outcomes anymore. I couldn't rely on what I saw. I couldn't rely on when things would change. Because if I did, I would collapse. So something had to shift, not around me, but within me. I made a decision, a real decision, not emotional, not temporary, but solid. I said, even if nothing changes immediately, I will still stand. Even if I don't see the breakthrough yet, I will still believe. Even if the process is longer than I expected, I will not quit. And that's when I realized something powerful. God didn't give me everything I asked for, but He gave me something deeper. Peace in chaos, strength in weakness, clarity in confusion, and a mind that refused to break. Because when I really looked at my life, I saw something undeniable. I still had a place to stay. I still had food. I still had my mind. I still had breath. I was still standing. And that meant something. Maybe I didn't have the financial breakthrough yet, but I had wisdom. Maybe I didn't have the open doors yet, but I had understanding. Maybe everything wasn't where I wanted it to be, but I wasn't where I used to be either. That's when I understood I didn't break, I transformed. The pressure didn't destroy me, it refined me. The delay didn't stop me, it developed me. The pain didn't end me, it introduced me to a stronger version of myself. Some of you right now, you feel like you are at your limit, like you can't take another delay, another disappointment, another closed door, and you are wondering, am I going to break? Let me answer that for you. No, not if you don't quit. Because there is something inside of you that this pressure cannot destroy. Something deeper than your situation. Something stronger than your struggle. Something greater than your pain. You thought you were breaking, but you were being rebuilt. You thought you were losing, but you were being positioned. You thought it was the end, but it was the transformation. Because the truth is, the moment you thought would destroy you is the moment that created you. If this message spoke to you, make sure you like this video, share it with someone who needs this, and subscribe for more real and powerful testimonies. And I want you to comment this below. I didn't break, because you are still here for a reason. This is Alpha A BET-DAWID. If you want to go deeper into this journey and discover the full details about these testimonies, you can find the links to my books, Timbo, A Victim of God's Purpose, in the description below. And remember, what the enemy meant for your destruction, God can transform into your destiny. I'll see you in the next episode.